we shouldn't be here today, but we are. And what I'm hoping today is going to be is a celebration of Greyson's beautiful short life, and that all of you will stay involved and help Allie and everyone who's involved in this process help us try to change the family court system and make sure that there are no other children like Greyson who are hurt.
This is a horrible tragedy, and our hearts all hurt for you. But what you're doing, trying to protect other children, trying to save other lives, you worked those halls in Tallahassee, you lobbied, and next year we're going to make it happen. We're going to make sure that Greyson's law is in place so that no other mother, no other child has to go through this.
And according to the Florida Court's website, one of the top principles is the needs and best interests of children should be the primary consideration of any family court. That is not what is happening in our present-day court system. Our family court system is failing the most vulnerable members of our society. It's failing mothers, and it's failing children.
Greyson Kessler was just 4.5 years old when his father murdered him during his court-ordered parenting time in the midst of a high-conflict custody battle right here in Fort Lauderdale. Allie was a single mom from the very beginning, as Greyson's father chose to not be a part of his life. He wasn't at his birth or even on his birth certificate. He resented her for not having an abortion and literally told her multiple times that his life mission will be to make her suffer. When Greyson was 6 months old, his father decided to file a paternity case and was instantly awarded 50-50 joint custody, despite showing the judge his red flags and not proving why he was entitled to this custody. Roughly every 2 days, Greyson would switch between her house and Greyson's father's house, something Allie continued to fight against for the length of her son's short life. Allie believed that the courts are more concerned about parental rights than a child's safety and their rights. They're treating Greyson as a possession, not a person. In fact, Greyson's father told the judge that he came to rescue his son, when all he did was cause turmoil and conflict from the very instant he heard he was going to be a father. Allie was in an ongoing battle to protect Greyson, despite years of evidence presented to the courts, including threats, degrading text messages, multiple violations of signed agreements, refusal to pay for school and activities, refusal to agree on anything, and then finally, Allie was cyber-stalked and harassed to a point she just couldn't take it anymore. She asked a body shop to look to see if there was a tracking device on her car, and there was. She then took the tracker to file a police report and showed the officers the threats that said, "I want to see your head separated from your body, but I am not the violent type. God will take care of you." So Allie buckled her son in the car seat one last time, kissed his cheek, told him she'd see him tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. Greyson's father tracked her car to the courthouse that night and knew it was only time before everyone would finally see what he was capable of. The next day, Greyson was found dead.
It says, Greyson Martin Kessler, you are my angel, my darling, my star, and my love will find you wherever you are. Okay, let's release our butterflies. Woo!
Separating from a coercively controlling parent who refuses to relinquish their need to dominate is torturous. The victim's traumatic experiences go unrecognized in the family courts and therefore do not get responded to appropriately. The system re-traumatizes the vulnerable. The victim suffers from deteriorating mental and physical health as the pressure of their circumstances takes its toll. Coping with it all becomes intolerable.
Domestic violence is a community issue. And the reason why it's a community issue is because we have to have legislators that move the bar forward. We can't always do that. We have to have folks that are talking in ears of senators at the state level, at the federal level. VAWA is something that, the Violence Against Women Act is something that we consistently have to certify over and over and over again, because it's not, domestic violence is not treated like the true victimization that it is.
The legislature failed us, and they failed us because they don't get it. Just like some of the judges don't get it, just like court systems throughout this country don't get it. And statistically, and unfortunately, this is not an isolated incident, what we're talking about here with Ali and Greyson. This has happened hundreds of times over the last decade throughout the United States. And those are just the ones that were preventable. I'm not even talking about the ones that weren't, which takes us into the thousands. I'm talking about cases where judges had the discretion, had the opportunity, if the law supported it, to prevent these types of tragedies.
We desperately need bills like Greyson's Law. We cannot give up this cause. Florida's definition of domestic violence needs to catch up with the times. As psychologists and victim advocates can tell you, coercive control is an especially insidious type of violence. No one should live in fear. No one should be living under the control of another. The effects of this type of abuse are not just harmful for the victims themselves, it's also the children, the larger family, and our entire communities that suffer. It's time our laws recognize this and provide legal protections and recourse for victims.
Because I never got to say goodbye, I wonder if you knew just how much I love you. I'm pretty sure you do. I buckled you in for one last time and said goodnight. I'll see you tomorrow. But tomorrow never came, and now I'm filled with sorrow. I said I love you, I'm pulling my string, and slammed the car door and walked inside, praying that the courts would help, but the injunction was denied. I had no idea that would be the last time I laid eyes on you. I hope your last day was filled with joy, even though mine was blue. I fought so hard for all these years to keep you safe and well, but ultimately, you couldn't stay, and now this is our farewell. Because I never got to say goodbye, I never got to tell you how I feel. I was blessed with the most amazing kid, and my heart you certainly did steal. I would have told you I had the best four and a half years of my life, although I wish I had more. More time to spend with you, playing, cuddling, or just going to the store. I would have said how proud I was to be your mom and you my son. You were the only one like you, and your love will carry on. I would have told you that I love to watch you sleep. I would just stare at you in awe and how amazing you are and hold your little feet. Because I never got to say goodbye, I never told you how much I adored our little outings together. Park days, splash pads, Disney, Margaritaville, you name it, we did it in any kind of weather. I'm so glad I got to take you to SeaWorld to see the orcas and other animals we held. Spending precious time with you was worth you getting expelled. For 5 years, we were inseparable, in the womb and out. We made pillow forts, laughed, and played each day we were out and about. You are my best friend, Gray, not just my child. I looked forward to everything we did together, even when you were acting wild. I will never understand why someone could hurt such a beautiful boy, but you have to know, my sweet angel, that you brought me nothing but joy. Because I never got to say goodbye, I died that day too. I am not the same person I was, because my heart is broken in two. Your life ended way too soon. Oh, the places you would have gone. A scientist, a movie star, your mind was above and beyond. The truth is, Greyson, you are too good for this world and the cruelty it brings. You were the gift I just couldn't keep, but I promise our songs I'll still sing. Because I never got to say goodbye, my heart aches for you. My only child, you made me a mom and showed me love is true. My love for you lives inside that will never die. I long to hold you just one more time because I never got to say goodbye. I'm so sorry this world failed you and now you live up there, flying high above the sky with no pain and no cares. I wish I could go back in time and have kept you home that night. With me is where you did belong. I would have held you tight. Your memories will live on. I promise no one will ever forget the impact you had on me, and I still have no regrets. The only thing I do regret is now that our strings are long and high, I pull them hard every day because I never got to say goodbye. You brought me light, laughter, and unconditional love. I will never be the same without you here because now you live above. I hope your name will mean something to those far and in close range. Greyson Kessler, shout it loud, was here to bring a change. Your death can't be for nothing. You deserved so much more. I promise you, Giggs, this is just the beginning. I will fight for you and win the score. Because I never got to say goodbye, I have to believe it's true that you lived your best life that you possibly could, and now I'll live for you. Your sweet giggle and face have touched so many, you're still making us smile. Your life may have been short, but your legacy lives a long while. Because I never got to say goodbye, my days are sad and blue. I see you in my dreams each night with hopes that you see me too. Because I never got to say goodbye, I don't get to hear you say, Mom, you did the best you could. I just couldn't stay. I know you would have told me that you were happy and loved Gamma and me so much. I know that, Giggs, and that's why it hurts that we can't touch. I long to hear your raspy voice just one more time, singing, laughing, or telling jokes. You even made funny rhymes. You were above the norm, Giggs, so special in every way. Because I never got to say goodbye, I hope you knew what I'd say. I would have said I love you with all that I am and would have begged for you to stay. You made me a better person in each and every way. I would have said, let's stay up late and watch Frozen 2. I would have said, let's cuddle some more just so I can hold you. I would have said, don't be scared, Giggs, just close your eyes and dream
of the happiest place you'd want to be, and I'll meet you there soon for ice cream.
We'll just head down, carry on, 'cause what else can we do but get through? And we'll sing hallelujah, but what is that to you right now? But let's talk in a way that can give us some faith to go around. We'll hold tight as we can when it's better again, and that'll sustain me for now. My friend, when we're together again, together again, when we're together again. again.